These days, the sounds of large machinery in the Capitol are more common than legislators debating bills on the House floor.
The clerk will take the roll on the bill.
There's good reason for the increased decibel level. The state capitol is undergoing a $272.7 million restoration, renovation, and repair initiative.
I've done a large-scale renovation that's occupied like this, but nothing of this significance, and certainly nothing this ornate or decorative as this Capitol is.
Alex Delamont, a project manager with J.E. Dunn, says special care is being taken to protect the historical integrity of the Capitol during the renovation.
Nothing around us is attached with any mechanical fasteners or screws or anything. It's all attached by either tension or tape where we can, limited, but for the most part everything is tried to be fashioned by pressure so that everything can be taken back off and not affect any of the surface below it.
Careful consideration to the preservation of the Capitol extends to any historic artifact that may be uncovered in demolition.
At any given time, there can be 100 workers here at the Capitol carrying out their restoration work. Each of these individuals have been given specific instructions on what to do if they find an artifact.
We have a detailed, I think it's like a 27-page plan that deals with how we're going to treat historical items. The first piece of that is documenting it, so we know where we found it, taking a picture of it, and then alerting the Historical Society on those items, and then most likely turning them over for their saving and use and whatever I guess they want to do with them from that point.
Workers have unearthed a variety of interesting artifacts, from old bottles to keys, some of which haven't been seen for decades.
Finding things that was hidden above old ductwork that had been there for 50, 60 years, like the political business cards. So things like that have been turned over to the Historical Society for documentation.
Other forgotten relics are actual components of the historic building.
We did find a window that was behind closed walls that I don't think anybody had known was there, at least for a long time. And so finding something like that is definitely interesting when you demo a wall and find an interior window that's been covered up on both sides. Other things that we'd known were there but uncovered that it's still interesting is stuff like the skylights and ley lights that we're seeing now.
Similar to the case of the movable artifacts, Delamont says they stop demolition and document what is uncovered. But an extra step is taken to see if the component can be restored and incorporated into the design of the new space. He explains the process when original crown molding was found.
In the case of the crown molding, it's stop demolition if it's something you're working on. Document it. We alert the architect, who then either through their previous investigation knew, yeah, this was here, it's historical. And then we make a decision based on many factors on the design. Can it be incorporated into the new design? Can we restore what was original? Do we replicate it? Depending on cost, the function of the space, and what the find was. But essentially all of it requires stopping work and documenting what it is.
The artifacts or parts of the original building aren't the only treasures to come from this restoration project. Delamont says his experience restoring the 100-plus-year-old building is something he'll cherish.
It's really something special to be able to work on a project like this, and something that you don't get to do in your career multiple times.